Hey guys, I'm back. It's Todd Ferris, and I'm with the Zionsville Chamber of Commerce. And today we're going to tour flower shops in man hour because that's what men do. When we hang out, all the ladies think we're doing like bourbon and cigars. We're talking flowers. Like I bet you don't know about chrysanthemums. I have no idea how to spell chrysanthemum. That's a tough word. Anyways, I am here with Jo Ellen Maker from Bud to Bloom. And we are going to talk all things Valentine's Day since it's tis the season. So let's jump straight into it. Valentine's Day. Are we just doing roses or what's the plan for the man that has no idea about flowers?
Definitely your red rose is the go-to for Valentine's Day, but I think so many other things can make these red roses pop. You don't have to have straight red roses. You can put roses with lilies, tulips, hydrangeas, or just even chrysanthemums, and it would be okay. Roses love to be with other flowers and other fillers. You can have a mixed arrangement with 7 roses and a couple lilies, and you've got the same value as a dozen, and they're just perfect, and they last. Roses are okay, but lilies are great. Delphinium is gorgeous. We even have some oddball fellows like scabiosa, thistle, and some things other flower shops might not carry every day.
So, and we had talked earlier before, I'm gonna poke my head through whatever these flowers are. We had talked earlier that and really if you come into the store, what you're gonna find is it's like an art form. And so you take pride in what you do. It's not just throwing a dozen roses together. You're putting together a piece of art, right?
This is correct. You can go to any flower shop anywhere and get a bouquet that's gonna last for 3 days. But here you can come in and we'll make for you specifically, just for you, a flower arrangement that will grow and develop as you watch. The hyacinths and different flowers we like to buy so tight that they're tiny little fellas when you receive them. But an iris can open up and be so beautiful and last for such a long time if you get it green. And then the magic happens right in front of you. At your house, you can have the flower for days for a few days instead of just 1 or 2. You're going to get 5 to 7.
Wow. So, and for the guys that are late, they always get there late. What do they need to know in terms of time frame to order? How soon before Valentine's Day do they need to talk to you?
You need to get in here at least 5 days ahead of time, if possible. We'll take you in at any time. You can come in last minute, but you might find there'll be less flowers to choose from. It'd be better to get in 3 to 5 days sooner, and you can have the flowers you need for your special occasion. We'll guarantee that we'll get them in just for you.
That's awesome. And for those that don't know from Bud to Bloom, where are you located?
We're on 40 East Poplar Street, just off the main road. We know that the great big church that nobody ever gets to go into anymore is still beside us, and it's a beautiful venue.
Here's a fun fact for you. So I didn't know this at the time, but before I got into real estate, which would have been about 13 years ago, I actually taught and coached Jo Ellen's son, Jonathan Maker, who's killing it in the Air Force right now out in California. So just a crazy little coincidence for the two of us to find out. But so make sure that you guys come see Jo Ellen for all of your Valentine's, and not just Valentine's, all of your flower needs. And really, it doesn't matter how dumb you are like me when it comes to flowers. Just come and tell her, like, this is what I need. This is my price range, right? I'm assuming you just get a price range and then you can put it together for them.
Any budget is okay with us.
Boom. So any budget, anytime, come see them at From Bud to Bloom, and make sure that you get your Valentine's orders in soon. All right, we're continuing the tour of flower shops, and we are at The Flower Shop, which is not the correct name. This is Donna Lennox Hobson, the owner of, now give me the correct name.
Events and Florals of Zionsville, also known as the Flower Shop of the Village.
There you go. So Donna, this is incredible in here. There is a ton going on. This is not just a flower shop. This is much more. What's going on here?
It's an experience.
It is an experience. That is true.
We are what one would consider a day-to-day florist and design house for beautiful botanicals. But we also carry lots of beautiful gifts. And we do a lot of events and special occasions, fundraisers, foundation events. and so forth. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a one-stop shop, if you will. But we do create beautiful floral inspirations on a regular basis.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
It really
thank
is
you.
an experience. You need to come check
Thank
it out.
you.
But so we have talked briefly about Valentine's Day recently. Let's get into, because guys, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes you can buy flowers outside of Valentine's Day. I know.
Yeah.
So let's talk about birthdays, anniversaries.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
going on there?
And before I get to that,
Yes.
though, the best flowers for gifts are the days that they're very unexpected, like the middle of the week for no reason.
Mhm.
And I have had a couple of those lately where
Have you?
it's a Wednesday, so it's my Wednesday flowers. So that's always good. But again, we were talking previously about birthdays, and to me, I think birthdays are really special because it really is the day to celebrate that individual person,
Yeah.
just for them exclusively. And so birthdays, I think, are really important, and it doesn't matter whether it's a single stem or a beautiful bouquet or a lovely gift.
Yeah.
But, a way to really recognize them on their day, to celebrate them as a person.
Right. And if somebody's coming to you and they say, I've got a mother or a wife that's having a birthday coming up, they're a little lost on what to do.
Right.
Can you guide them?
Of course, absolutely. We usually, I will ask a series of questions about what they like,
Mhm.
if they have a favorite flower, if it's really flowers that we're directing to, if they're a gardener or they're not a gardener, if they're more contemporary in their liking, or if they like something that is more rural, more of a fresh picked grandma's garden bouquet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get into that, and sometimes it includes colors and things with fragrance or not with fragrance,
Sure.
old-fashioned flowers, or,
Yeah.
just daisies, just
Yeah.
real simple daisies.
How does, for the uneducated person, which is me, obviously it's Indiana, it's winter. Things are not growing right now. We have our lovely winter brown. But where do you get all this from?
Actually, about 9% of our product comes from South America.
Really?
So very few things are grown in the continental United States. Roses, some are grown in California. We get a few things out of Miami and a few things from Canada, but primarily 90% come from the South American continent.
Huh.
And it's really interesting because it's a little tough there even today with everything that's been going on for the last year. But with enough notice, typically they can get us whatever we want, or we can tag out for a wedding or something we're booking in advance, a particular rose or something like that. But I can order today, and then typically within 24 hours, the flower farms are contacted, the flowers are cut, they're shipped, and then delivered to us.
Amazing.
So everything we get is about as fresh as you can get it without growing it in your own backyard.
Good. Gotta love the technology, and I'm assuming you're like that one jewelry guy that you fly down every week and just hand pick your flowers, right?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to. Wouldn't it be great?
I just noticed this little arrangement. Do you mind if we show that off?
Yeah, no problem. We have just a beautiful little, I call it an everyday bouquet, but it's perfect for anniversaries, birthdays,
Yeah.
Graduations, just because, or no reason at all. Sometimes we have individuals who want to come in and just buy flowers for themselves, and that's good too.
And are you the one doing the arranging? If you get a guy like me that doesn't know what he's doing and asks you to help out, are you the one that puts it together?
I am, but I can't take the complete claim to fame here because
Okay.
I do have an absolutely outstanding designer who is a local resident, Betsy Walker,
Nice.
and she works with me here too. So she does an incredible job and has got such a great eye for detail and inspiration too.
Yeah. Where, if people wanted to see you or Betsy,
Mhm.
how do they find you? Where are you right now? Where's the location?
We are at 70 South Main Street, right on the bricks, downtown Zionsville, directly across from Noah Grants. I think most people know that, or the wine guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is same day they could come in and
Same
just pick
day.
something out, but then also they can order in advance.
Yes, order in advance. And we are encouraging ordering in advance for Valentine's Day, of course.
Right.
Roses are going to be at a commodity this year because, again, with COVID, the farms are not producing as much as they normally have.
Sure.
So getting the orders in early is going to be important, as well as for birthdays. That way, if they want something special, we can plan in advance and make sure we have it available.
Yeah. That's breaking news,
Yeah.
gentlemen. If you need roses, get your orders now.
That's right.
Otherwise, you're going
That's
to be
right.
stuck with tulips, and
That's
nobody
right.
wants tulips on Valentine's Day.
Well, some
Hey.
people do prefer tulips, but that's okay.
We
Yeah.
laugh at those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Donna, thank you for having us out at the flower
You're so
shop, which also
welcome.
has a much more formal name that again I'm terrible at remembering. But
Vincent Florals of Zionsville.
there you go, Events and Florals of Zionsville, the flower shop. This is Donna. We appreciate you. We're going to continue the tour. Is that all right?
Absolutely, and
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to finish our man hour tour here at Blooms by Dragonfly, and I'm standing with the owner and the #1 florist right here. This is Wendy Laps and Tish Cronin, and they're going to tell us everything about the saddest day in a man's life, which is when he's in the doghouse, and how you get out of the doghouse. And obviously that involves flowers and chocolates, and they can provide the flowers. I bet they could hook you up with some chocolates, or at least somebody that makes them. So, ladies, what's going on here? What is Blooms by Dragonfly, by the way? Where's that name from?
All right. So when I started the shop, I had another company called Reference Dragonfly, and I love dragonflies. So that was a nice natural turn into Blooms by Dragonfly, since we're going to the florist piece of it. So
Nice, nice. And you guys, what's fun about this shop if you come in is there's some humor. And I don't know if that's Wendy or if it's Tish that brings that. Is it Tish? I kind of sense that. But we've got things like up on the sign here, a certain price range shows that you like somebody, another one you love, and then of course you're just showing off at that point. So that's pretty good stuff. And you'll find that throughout the store. And we're not just talking flowers that can get you out of the doghouse. There's a lot more going on here, Tish. What we have behind you, and what else could they find you?
Okay, well, very few of our customers ever get in the doghouse
There
because,
you
you
go.
know, they're really great guys. But when they do, we're here to help them.
Yeah.
So, I just set up a little bit of fun here. Like, this is our, this is a bouquet that we would consider this showing off.
Yes.
Like, this is starting at, you know, 150 and up. And, so that's just how you can, if you're really, really in trouble, you know, you could look at that list over there and think about what your situation is.
Right.
You know, like, how bad did I mess up?
Yeah.
And then here's just some fun ideas about how to maybe put a little light note into the situation.
Sure,
And,
sure.
whatever that may be. Jellycat is our line of plush, and it is top notch. They're out of London, and it is so soft and so wonderful. And it's not just for kids. Like, literally, we had a customer last week who's a collector coming in and was an adult, and she just loves them all. So
Yeah.
we have a really good selection back there, and they're a really great seller
Yeah.
and just a fun way to add to a gift.
Sure, sure.
Because bouquets are our #1, but
Bouquets are.
but yeah, we can add chocolates, we can add plush, we can add balloons, we can add picture frames, pillows.
Yeah.
We add all kinds of things to arrangements for people.
Yeah. See, I told you that they could do chocolates too, and look, they already have them here. By the way, I do think we need to add the doghouse price
we
range.
can do that for you.
So, hey, Wendy, so tell us about. Let's walk up here just to see what's on the right here. There's a
Okay.
bunch of stuff going on here too. What is all of this? This is not Valentine's all. It looks like we're on a
yeah,
different season.
So now we're into spring. I know that it doesn't feel like it outside yet, but we'll kind of rush it in if we can and get ready for Easter and just some warmer temperatures and some brighter colors. So we've got Mud Pie is one of our vendors that we work with, and Creative Co-op, and just try to bring in some cute things you could do for a birthday gift or a, hey, we're coming to your house for dinner.
Yeah.
Can I bring something gift? So we always like to have that kind of thing on hand. Always like to have a few little things for the dog lovers out there. They like to have a little bit of something. And then we always have fresh plants in also. So if you need a really quick gift sent or pickup, run in, add some fresh flowers to that, get it out the door. We always have those available also. So
Let me bring Tish back in since you're the florist here. Somebody's in the doghouse. They need to order flowers. How quickly? What's the turnaround time? How much notice do they need to give you as to like if they have like a man trip coming up? Like, do they need to pre-order the flowers to make sure they got that pre-apology in place?
That can help. It depends on how, you know, the situation. You're in a lot of trouble, you know, we can help you out pretty quick.
Yeah.
But if there's something really specific that you want, a little time is giving us the time to order in some really, you know, nice things is always helpful. But like I said, our case is always, we keep a lot here, and we pride ourselves in having high-end flowers. We don't
generally have the kind of entry level
Right.
stems. So what you're going to get from us is pretty nice stuff.
High quality stuff. It's good to
Yeah,
stick around.
but you know,
right?
if it's really something substantial, more time is always the best.
Sure.
But
Sure.
but like I said, we're pretty quick.
Yeah. I'll
We
know.
can get you something out in we just had a person call and they needed something to pick up in 20 minutes, and they were like, "We'll have it ready. We'll run it out to you," which we're happy to do. We'll meet you out on the street.
Yeah.
So
Is there a flower? So we've got the traditional rose that people use for Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
If they were to say, my wife's not a rose person, or she's done the rose before, I want to do something different. Is there like a trendy flower that we should be considering?
oh wow, trendy right now. Trends kind of run through colors probably
Okay.
more than the actual flower.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's say this. I get in trouble. My wife, who I know loves purple and orange,
mhm.
where are we going? Is there a specific flower that I need to be aware of?
You need to call me and you just need to sell me that.
Okay.
I'm in trouble. I need purple and orange, and I want to spend $65. Or
Yeah.
I want to spend $150.
Yeah.
Tell me what, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
That is a really good option. Unless you really know you have a flower that you love. For
Sure.
us, it's more about the color, and but then we can create with what's the most beautiful and freshest and most vibrant
Yeah.
purple in the case.
Yeah, I
and,
love
and it gives us the artistic license to kind of think, okay, I want to make this really special for him because
Right.
he's got some splaining to do.
Some explaining to do. Where, if they wanted to come meet you guys and see something like this,
Sure.
where are you guys looking?
176 South Main.
176 South Main, right here in the heart of Zionsville. What are you holding right there?
So this bouquet was created based on they love purples and blues.
Ah.
So that's exactly what she was talking about. And you'll see there's all kinds of different textures in there, different flowers, anywhere from lysianthus to
Yeah.
hydrangea to Gerber daisies. There's not a rose in there, but
Yeah.
it's beautiful
It is
still.
beautiful.
So it's just kind of fun to create with other flowers as well.
And this is something you created here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So next time you're going to be in the doghouse, whether you're pre-planning it or it's a little post-plan, make sure you come visit Blooms by Dragonfly. We have Wendy and Tish.
Yeah.
We've got the ultimate out of jail card.
Well, this is what you want to avoid, I guess, maybe. Or you might be here, right?
You may be there.
We do have lots of dog stuff. It's fun.
That's right. Hey, for all of your man tips here in Zionsville, make sure you check out future Man Hour videos. But in the meantime, get your orders in now, gentlemen. It's never too early to order some flowers. Thank you to Wendy, Tish, and Blooms by Dragonfly and all of our flower shops here in Zionsville. We appreciate you keeping us out of the doghouse.